No one can persuade another to change. Each of us guards a gate of change that can only be opened from the inside. We cannot open the gate of another, either by agreement or by emotional appeal. It's not so much that we're afraid of change or so in love with the old ways, but it's that place in between that we fear. It's like being between trapezes. It's Linus when his blanket is in the dryer. There's nothing to hold on to. Your past is not your potential. In any hour, you can choose to liberate the future. If we continue to believe as we have always believed, we will continue to act as we have always acted. If we continue to act as we have always acted, we will continue to get what we have always gotten. Transformation is a journey without a final destination. Things fall apart so they can fall together at a higher level of order. We cannot leave the trap until we know we are in it. Our biggest failure is our failure to see patterns. The East contemplated the forest. The West counted the trees. The mind that knows those trees and that forest is a new mind. Making mental connections is our most crucial learning tool, the essence of human intelligence, to forge links, to go beyond the given, to see patterns, relationships, context. Of all the self-fulfilling prophecies in our culture, the assumption that aging means decline and poor health is probably the deadliest. The mind, aware of itself, is a pilot, vastly freer than a passenger mind. Fear is a question. What are you afraid of, and why? Just as the seed of health is in illness. Because illness contains information. Your fears are a treasure house of self-knowledge, if you explore them. The other side of every fear is a freedom. The most disturbing and wasteful emotions in modern life, next to fright, are those which are associated with the idea of blame, directed against the self or against others. Uncertainty is the necessary companion of all explorers. An atmosphere of trust, love, and humor can nourish extraordinary human capacity. One key is authenticity. Parents acting as people, not as roles. Only that which is deeply felt can change us. Rational arguments alone cannot penetrate the layers of fear and conditioning that comprise our crippling belief system. The creative process requires chaos before form emerges. We have two strategies for coping: the way of avoidance or the way of attention. We live what we know. If we believe the universe and ourselves to be mechanical, we will live mechanically. On the other hand, if we know that we are part of an open universe and that our minds are a matrix of reality, we will live more creatively and powerfully. Risk always brings its own rewards. The exhilaration of breaking through, of getting to the other side. The relief of a conflict healed. The clarity when a paradox dissolves. The spiritual quest begins, for most people, as a search for meaning. Health and disease don't just happen to us. They are active processes issuing from an inner harmony or disharmony, profoundly affected by our states of consciousness, our ability or inability to flow with experience. This recognition carries with it implicit responsibility and opportunity. The difference between transformation by accident and transformation by a system is like the difference between lightning and a lamp. Both give illumination, but one is dangerous and unreliable, while the other is relatively safe, directed, available. In crises, the wise build bridges, while the foolish build borders. The greatest revolution of our time is in the way we see the world. The need to be right all the time is the biggest bar to new ideas. To make what is unconscious conscious is the philosopher's stone. We have the tools, but we have not yet forged the healing unity of understanding and compassion. The direction in which education starts a person will determine their future in life. If you doubt your ability to make a change, remember, you were born to create and not merely to accept. The greatest power is often simple patience. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. We must not allow the clock and the calendar to blind us to the fact that each moment is a miracle and a mystery. A contemporary revolution is not made with guns and bayonets, but with ideas and images. Fear is inevitable, but it should never be the controlling factor in our lives. The real secret of magic is that the world is made of words, and that if you know the words that the world is made of, you can make of it whatever you wish. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. It is in the moments of silence that the greatest transformations occur. We can change the world, but we must start with ourselves. Hope is the most powerful force in the universe. The doors of perception are cleansed when we see the world without the filters of our beliefs. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. The moment you accept responsibility for everything in your life is the moment you can change anything in your life. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. Change begins from within, and it starts with the realization that we have the power to shape our own destiny. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and it continues with the courage to keep walking. The world is like a mirror. If you smile at it, it will smile back at you. The purpose of life is not to be happy, but to be useful and to make a difference. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, to move with it, and join the dance. The best way to predict the future is to create it. The mind is a powerful tool. It can create or destroy, heal or harm, depending on how we use it. We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience.